Yeah, it's me again. So wonderful to be here. So, hi, this is Deborah Dachinger, Dare to Dream radio show. And yeah, I'm happy to be me today, for sure. You guys bring me a lot of joy. I have to tell you, you have no idea, actually, what your writing to me means everything. It just means everything. So, that's the joy of my life. And thank you so much for resonating with what I do here and what I put out and letting me know what it means to you and where you are in your life. So let's just talk a little because what a good time I have. Well, I guess I will pull this out. So one of the people, my fans, you might say, who writes to me, he actually found me on YouTube and then started listening to the radio shows and so forth. His name is Wari. That's all I'll say. He's from Barcelona. And Wari knows that I once, he listens to everything I put out, and he heard me say that I would love to go to Spain, which is true. I've heard the architecture is beautiful. I've never been. I don't really have a concept except what I see. And so anyway, Wari writes to me, and every time he does, he sends me brochures for Barcelona and Spain. How adorable is that? So I know what kind of tours I can go on when I go. Really makes me laugh. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Paul Empey from Canada, who is a coach. And the reason is Paul has been writing me, and Paul mentioned that my book is now required reading. It's a prerequisite for his clients when they come on board, which is fantastic. I've heard this from other coaches too, and that's appropriate because this is how you make your dreams and goals come true. Why not get a leg up? But what's so beautiful is Paul sent me his book to sign, right? And this is what I want to tell you. This man is after my heart because he said, please don't mind all the things, all the Post-its and flags. Are you serious? It means everything to me. That is so fantastic. Well, I'm not going to read what he wrote. This is his personal book. Of course, I did sign it for him here. Put a big lips in there, too. But how freaking fantastic. When I say this guy's after my heart, I mean, this is somebody who wants to grow. This is somebody who's really reading and doing and taking this all to heart. So from that heart and the work he's doing, courage is me. Yes, indeed. So, love you all. And I'm on a lot of telesummits right now and teleseries, and you really should tune in because then you don't just get to hear me a little bit and get to hear me then interview somebody. You get to hear me for an entire hour, if you can handle it. And just, join me on Facebook at Deb on the Radio. Oh, excuse me, that's Twitter. Facebook is Dare to Dream Radio and TV. Join me there because you'll get all the latest and greatest and, immediate downloads. Yeah. And my website is Deborah Dachinger, DaChinger.com. Oh, and by the way, Dare to Dream This Life Counts. Go to Amazon. Easiest place to buy it. And this is for you. Let's give you a leg up so you can get there too. Well, I want to talk about writing a new story. Yeah, writing a new story for sure. Because that's what it's about. So Tony Robbins talks about this. He talks about your story. Everybody's stuck in a story. And he'll go around the room and ask people, what's your story? And people say, well, my story is I'm not capable. My story is I'm a failure. My story is I'll never be loved. My story is I'll always be fat. My story is fill in the blank, right? So the idea is this, that we have a right to divorce ourselves from our story. And that's a good divorce to have. And what we want to do is in place of that story, that how's it working for you anyway? I mean, we know the answer. You don't even have to tell me. I know the answer. If you've got a story like that, your life, stinko. It can't be working for you because your story is going to become your reality. That's cool because guess what the good news is? You can change your story. I've done it. I've done it many times. So sometimes you have to go inside and do the belief work and figure out what the beliefs are and change all that. No problem. But you got to change your story. So here's the deal. You're not alone because even I go through this. Even recently, I had an experience where something I've been dreaming of really came to fruition in the most, to me, amazing way. Amazing way because I manifested a person of great integrity and interest to me, someone I can work with, somebody who wants to work with me. We're talking about taking my show to a big next level. It's everything, right? My intention is manifesting. Gorgeous. Meeting, fantastic. Went really well. It's all the stuff you want to fall in place. What happened was, at the very end of our get-together, nothing from out here, was me. Mea culpa. Little clench in the stomach, little weird thought. While I was driving home, I thought, what's that about? How interesting. Yes, indeed. What it was about was fear. Fear. Fear is has been my MO in my life. Clearly, I don't let it run my life. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This is something I try to teach you guys, is that just because you have a feeling, sometimes, yes, we can have healing around the feeling, but it doesn't always mean it goes away. I mean, it's been a default pattern for us for so long that when we move ourselves into a new level, right, we're going, okay, universe, I'm going to play a big game. I'm ready for the big leagues. I have a dream, and this is how big and juicy that dream is. Send me there. The universe sends us there, and we're like, ah! Right? Scary. It's cool. You don't know what you don't know. You've never been there. Oh my God, am I capable? Oh my God, what if they don't get it? Oh my God, what if I do all this work and it turns into disappointment? Oh my God, off goes the horse of fear, dragging us around the track. We can make another story. And that's just what I did. That's just what I did, of course. It's not going to run my life. Get behind me. Get behind me, fear. Get behind me, doubt. There is no place. There is no room in this space for you. I have big things to do in this life, and you is not going to stop me. That's the truth. That is my truth. I can recognize you and feel you and see where and what, but you don't own me. You do not own me. Okay, so the new story is I have to feel into immediately, where is it in my life where I'm powerful? Where is it in my life where I have ownership? Where is it in my life when I am capable? Hello? You bet. And of course there's other places in my life, but when I'm here, like this with you, when I'm doing this, all of what you can't see right now, but that's okay. Yeah, this is my domain, honey. And I'm speaking to myself, honey. Clearly, though not necessarily technical stuff is my domain, but that's cool. So here's the deal. This is where I am capable. You bet. Give me that mic. This is my space. I love being here. I love doing this. This is what I was created for. I'm a machine for this. I was put together in this lifetime to express and to lead and to inspire. Got it. Ding. Tap into that. Who is that? Powerful Debbie. She humbly said, Powerful Debbie. So from now on, that's who shows up. Not fear. I don't allow fear anymore into these meetings. Are you kidding? We know how that'll end up. Blah. No. So Powerful Debbie can take over, and I go, hello, you. You got it. You're a fierce warrior. You're a beautiful being. You have a huge heart. You know what you're doing. You've got wisdom. And whatever you don't know, you'll figure out, honey. You're good enough. So I let this come. Yeah? And this is the one who shows up from now on. So that's the deal with write a new story. So whatever it is your story is and what's not working for you, divorce it. It's a divorce I say you can have. And I want you to now marry into something that already exists inside of you. Find it. Is it where you work? Is it at home with your partner and kids, with your family? Is it in your hobbies? Is it in something you do or eat or be? Whatever it is, find where you are powerful and capable. Let that, give it a name, and let that take over. Okay, so anytime we have something going on and it dares to intrude in our life, and it will, because every time we bump it up, it is going to try to come in and go, no, and pull us back. But it's our job to know exactly where we're meant to be, and that's moving forward. So here's the deal. Just roll away the stones of fear and worry. Open up to your temple of power. You feel that? I feel that. Open up to your temple. Your temple of power. And power can be quiet. There is something in you of greatness. You took human form to stand in the imprint of Source, all that is, and the divine template. Let your light so shine. Your heart, your compassion, your creativity, your patience, they are all a connection to the presence of the all that is. You can call it God, Buddha, Allah, whatever suits you highest self. Who you are, what you are doing here is the real deal. You are participating in your own evolution. Yeah? And so you have to go into your inner desert and fast from your tainted, fearful thoughts. You walk in the world, but you truly are of luminous, beautiful light. Let yourself surrender to all that comes your way. Bring it on. You're here for good. You are here for good. Call forth that new story where you are vast, where you're important, where you have magnitude in how you move and have your being. Live your life, your dreams, your goals, and you live them from that new story. It was Alan Alda, the actor, the director, the author, who said, laugh at yourself, but don't ever aim your doubt at yourself. Be bold when you embark for strange places. Don't leave any of yourself safely on shore. Have the nerve to go into unexpected territory. So this is how expanding hearing a new story can be. And I want to share with you because this blew my mind, and I love getting my mind blown in a good way. So somebody that is a new friend of mine, and let's just say doing very well, a high-powered person in the entertainment business, good enough, told me a story about a friend of his who was a manager at a record company we'd all know back at another time. And this record manager got fired. And he was beside himself. And he was so upset that this man, who's now my friend, and another friend of his took out his buddy who had just been fired to lunch. And they were sitting at lunch, and the friend who had just been fired, was in some deep grief and deep confusion and didn't know what was going to happen to him or where his life was going to go. And this high-powered person who makes his dreams come true all the time said to his buddy who had just been fired, I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to buy your own record company, and you're going to own it and run it, and you'll never be able to be fired again. It'll be yours. Who does that? Who does that? Do you love that story? I love that story. We're talking about playing a big game. What happened? I'm sure you want to know the end. Of course. He did buy the company. He did get some help in the paperwork and all the little things he didn't know how to yet do. And that company is still around. He's still managing his own record company. Very well. How cool is that story? Think big. Think bigger and bigger and biggest. So that's how cool it can be when you want to succeed. Irene Casorla said, you must have control of the authorship of your own destiny. The pen that writes your life story must be held in your own hand. So you're not alone. You have the greatest parents who believe in you, support you, want the best for you, and absolutely know you can do it. Who's that? Source, the all that is. Isn't that cool? I love that. I may not have come from the greatest parental situation in my life, but if I think, wow, but look what I created. I have a source, God Goddess, that just is like, I can't imagine a better, more loving, more nurturing parent that shows up for me. So that's my new story. That's my new story about coming from the best parents who gave me everything I ever needed and wanted to be a success, because I do believe that to be true. All they want for me, for you, for us all is for just our light to shine. We were given this for our light to shine. Surrender all. Create a new empowering story to use from this day forward. Bring it on. It's why you're here. Michael Jordan said, you have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. Dare to dream. Dare to make your dreams your reality, because this life counts and you matter. Write your new story.